Welcome back to a special interview with the American Ambassador, David Mulford. Ambassador Mulford, let's look at the situation the other way around and let's turn to what Pakistan has done, and in particular, look at the steps that it's already put in place. The State Department has described them as positive. Admiral Mullen, in fact, even called them great steps. And yet the Wall Street Journal says that money was siphoned out of the Jamaat-ul-Dawa accounts before they were sealed. You're aware of the controversy and the contradiction over Masood Azhar. And the Pakistan High Commissioner in India has said that although Hafiz Muhammad Saeed is detained, the government doesn't have any grounds to press charges against him. So how positive is all of this?
Well, I think that our view would be that the Pakistani government has responded cooperatively with us. They are very concerned about the situation. They have made some effort early on, especially, as you know, to offer a delegation to come to India to cooperate and exchange information and so on, which has not been accepted. And they have more recently agreed to hand over information and cooperate with the government here. The question is, what is the level of the cooperation going to be? How forthcoming is it? Is it enough to satisfy people here of their credibility as a party to cooperate with, and so on? I don't think one should get lost in some of the detail that you just mentioned, because I think that we all understand that there has to be a level of cooperation to move forward here.
Well, you say the Pakistan government has been cooperative, but one thing that I noticed is that literally within 24 hours of the dossier being handed to Islamabad, their foreign secretary had begun to question its credibility. Their minister of state had said that it was insufficient, and many people felt that how can you come to such a judgment in 24 hours flat? Is that cooperation?
Well, I don't think you can judge them on their first reaction or on the statements of one particular individual in the government. I think it takes a little time. You have, after all, a situation there where there is a civilian government, a very strong military, a very strong intelligence agency, and a media, and other players. And I think you have to take the view that it's going to take a little time to percolate to see what really is the outcome of these efforts.
All right, you're saying don't judge by the first voice you hear, give them a little time, but many people in India suspect that perhaps Pakistan is in a state of denial. And let me give you an example why people, in a sense, believe that. On the 1st of January, that's literally just 8-9 days ago, the official spokesman of the Pakistan Foreign Office said that there was no terrorist infrastructure on Pakistani soil. Are you prepared to believe that?
Well, to me, you just said it. Somebody in denial doesn't necessarily remain in denial and isn't always on specific points in denial, even though they're still projecting a sense of denial. It's complex, and you would be mistaken to seize on a statement that's particularly irritating to you or proves a point of some kind to you without standing back, waiting, watching, seeing what the effort is achieving.
So you're saying that they need to be given a bit of time to come out of
It's
denial,
not just
encourage
time, no.
them rather than constantly get riled by their statements.
It is not just a question of time, although time is important, because you can get into a situation where so much time passes that it makes them look uncooperative. But you do have to sort of gauge what is happening, what their own situation is, and what sort of problems they are facing. And don't forget, the United States is in very close touch with them itself because of its own losses.
So you're saying be more understanding of them?